It is one of the hidden gems of the winterless north. On State Highway 1, the Waipu Golf Club is a spectacular links layout that offers endless ocean views. It's a setting that's the envy of many other clubs. In recent times, the course has progressed out of sight. A major course development program commenced in 1998 to develop further bunkers, grass mounds and new greens. Over 10 years on, the results are striking. Waipu has a proud history of success to look back on.
Well, the club was established in 1934 by a bunch of people who were keen to get sport going in the area. It had 3 different homes before it came here, and this course was established in 1966. At that point it was dunes with mingy and a lot of hard work's gone by, a lot of volunteer labour.
It has been built on the work of volunteers, and this is the Waipu Golf Club as the members enjoy it today. A beautifully manicured layout carved out of the links land with excellent greens. Quentin Dement is the club pro at Waipu, and he believes it's well worth the journey from Auckland.
Well, Waipu Golf Club is situated between Whangarei and Auckland. It's around about an hour 40 drive from Auckland, 30 minutes from Whangarei. Beautiful place to play golf. It's got some of the best views probably in the world. Very, very friendly people that were very welcoming when you come here. Very pleased to see all kinds of guests, as well as producing a good golf course with great greens.
Waipu is unique in the New Zealand golf landscape as it's a genuine links test.
Because it's positioned so close to the sea, it's basically a links course in a links environment. The greens definitely reflect that. The conditions reflect that. It's exposed to the wind and exposed to the conditions. It does get a little breezy in the afternoon, but it's a beautiful place to play golf.
So, what sort of challenge can you expect at Waipu?
The golf course itself is of mid-length, and of course we use the tees to set it up, so if you're a shorter player you can play the front tees, and if you want a real stern test of courage then you're going to play the tiger tees off the black, and we've got 2 other tees in between. So there's a good mixture of abilities, so it depends on what you would like to do. Difficulty, when it's windy, it's difficult, and when it's not windy, it's a beautiful place to play golf, and it's an easy golf course.
We'll begin our course tour at one of the feature holes, the par 4 first.
It's a fairly short hole, 308 metres, 2 fairway bunkers to think about. If you rip a driver down there and get all of it, then you don't have to worry too much about the bunkers, but you do have to carry it around about 240 plus to be in that category. Looking past the green, if you catch the second shot a little thin, you're going to be in the tide, you're going to be in the water. There's a lake behind the green there, and you can see that clearly from the tee. So, interesting hole. For those people that are more cautious, you might elect to hit a shorter club off the tee, take those bunkers out of play. You'll be left somewhere between a 6 and a 7 iron into that green with a bunker guarding the left.
The first par 5 of the layout awaits you at the 6th. It often plays straight into the wind.
Good par 5, you're heading away, it's around about 480 odd metres, a little uphill and often into the prevailing wind, so plays quite a bit longer than what's on the card. Straight away tee shot out of bounds on the right, typically hitting either a long iron or a fairway wood, and then often left with a short pitch around about 50-60 metres in. When you get there, if you leave it a little bit out to the right, sorry guys, you're going to have to hit another one, you're out of bounds, so pretty tight on the right-hand side of that green.
The next hole is an entirely different challenge that should be approached with caution.
7th is a really good example of what Waipu can do for you. It's a relatively short hole, it's around about 150 metres. Typically you're going in there with somewhere between an 8 iron and a 6 iron. Some of the recreational golfers will be using something a bit longer than that. But it's the wind that can play havoc with your game there. You sometimes have to aim 40, 50 yards out either side of the green to try and get it in there. And if you miss it a little bit left, let the fun begin. It's a little bit of slope down there and you're hitting up and you can't even see the base of the green. Good fun. Great views from the green though, worthwhile when you get there.
On to the back 9, and the 12th offers the big hitters a birdie opportunity.
12th hole, my favourite hole on the golf course. It's a short risk-reward golf hole, 278 metres. If you hit a nice driver over the tops of some trees, you can get it on or very, very close to the green, but if you're a little bit out to the right, a little bit left, you may lose your golf ball. Good soft option is to hit a little long iron down there or a soft fairway wood, and you're going to pitch it in there somewhere between pitching wedge and sand wedge. When you get to the green, fairly straightforward, a couple of little bumps to deal with, but pretty straightforward.
Late in the round, a couple of great holes await you.
The 17th hole is regarded by most of our members as being a signature hole. It looks straight out across the bay. Views to die for. You tee up really, really high. It plays 370 metres and it's normally a little downwind. Crank out your driver there. You've got to watch out for a bunker that's down the left-hand side. It's the fairway bunker down there. Coming into the green, you're hitting a mid-iron, 9-iron plus or minus 1. There's a bunker on the right-hand side, and there's a little bunker out the left-hand side you've got to watch out for as well. So, good hole, beautiful views.
The 18th, a finishing hole that'll test you all the way to the end.
The 18th, as you can see behind me, that's what you're going to be looking at. Another stunning view, especially from the green, heading straight back to the clubhouse, off in a gallery watching, 343 metres playing uphill and normally into the prevailing wind. Heading up there, you're going to hit the driver. You will be left somewhere between a 6-iron and maybe if you really crank one up there, you might get maybe something like a 9-iron into the green. When you actually get there, the fun begins as well. You've got 3 pot bunkers to think about. So if you miss it in the wrong place, you've got a lot of work to do. 2-tiered green. So you might have to think about clubbing in there. Make sure you've got the right yardage going in. If you hit the right yardage going in, you're on the green, but if you get it a little bit wrong, you're out the back, out of bounds to think about, and also the gallery to give you a bit of nickel.
For many visitors, it's the club atmosphere that makes Waipu special.
Well, I think for me, mainly it's the friendly people. And I think the second thing is the 19th. We've just opened a new cafe here, and after you've finished your game of golf, you can sit on there and you can have a glass of wine, just chill out, have a coffee, and you can just see the whole course, the view. You may just be lucky enough to see some orcas just swimming along the bay. All those things put into one bundle, I think, is pretty amazing.
And the members are somewhat parochial about their piece of paradise.
Well, apart from the fact that we have the best golf course in Northland, perhaps New Zealand, we've got great facilities. Great cafe, wonderful coffee, a professional coach here and a well-equipped golf shop. It's only 85 k's from the Puhoi Tunnel and an easy place to stop off for businessmen going north.